we're constantly intrigued. I think you had mentioned earlier, we're constantly intrigued with the paranormal. We have the paranormal, the ghost hunter shows, and all this that's out there and has been for quite some time. And it's very easy to get off base. I think about what it's like, raising kids. Any parents out there or grandparents know, and I have a lot of grandkids now, and when they're over, they're all still so young that one of the easiest ways to get them um, distracted from something they're focused on, like pain. They've stubbed their toe, they've hurt themselves. All of a sudden, oh, do you want this? Oh, do you want a chip? Oh, do you want? And pretty soon you just redirect their way of thinking from something.
Yeah.
Now, I think if a person looks at spiritual warfare, I'd like your thought on this, Father, because it's easy, I think, to look at spiritual warfare as possessions and diabolical obsessions and these things, and they are happening and they are real, and that is legitimate. But the overwhelming majority of us aren't going to fall into that egregious
Mhm.
of a situation, but we could very easily be distracted just enough. Oh, do you want a chip? Oh, do you want a Cheeto? And pretty
Yeah.
soon we're looking a different direction now. And I agree, the idea of this UFO, or they're calling it UAPs now,
Right.
unidentified aerial phenomena, whatever it might be, is it could be a very simple way of saying, oh no, look at this. Because we've also been told, and I don't want to point fingers or name names, that there are many paths to God, that
Right.
it doesn't have to be just through the Catholic Church, or it doesn't have to be through Jesus, even though he says, I am the only way to the Father, and so forth. But your thoughts on this simple distraction being a major part of spiritual warfare, just
Yeah.
not getting off track. And one last thought, again, I'd like to bring up Father John Hardin before he passed away. Very holy priest many years ago, was very close to John Paul II. And he had said that in these coming days, the average Catholic will not survive it. Only
Right.
heroic Catholics. And I kind of took that as it's going to get pretty intense.
Mhm.
And maybe the deceptions, as we know, it's placed in Scripture that even the elect will be deceived.
Yeah.
So the very simple spiritual warfare of a little misdirection, just to get us
Yep.
off
Yep.
track enough.
Muddy the
Your thoughts on all
waters.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And what doesn't help is when people in high positions of authority in the church start saying things like, well, yeah, and when we discover them or we encounter them, we'll just baptize them. And I'm like, what? I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Like, it's complete nonsense. That's like baptizing a dog. I mean, that's insane. What a waste of time. Is there a budget for this, office that you hold over there? I mean, that's a waste of money. So, when I was a child, and still, I like sci-fi, right? I'm into a good UFO flick, or I'll watch Doctor Who, or I'll whatever. But you watch it because it's entertainment, not because you think it's real. If you think that this stuff is real, in my opinion, you're mental. Something's wrong with you, right? Like you need to seriously get on your knees and go deeper with Jesus Christ, because that's just it's bogus. It's complete nonsense. And people will say, "Oh, well, St. Padre Pio said this or so and so said this." And I'm like, I seriously doubt you've got those sources. You've got to take a look at these things in the grand scheme of things, and you've got to understand them in their totality. And I think that the world is on the verge right now of being majorly deceived by this nonsense.